let's drink some wine.
Great.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bryan Hinschberger.
And I'm Paul Hinschberger.
And we're the Wine Brothers. Today, tasting delicious wines from the Calatayud in Spain. So, this house is called Bodegas Virgen de la Sierra. So they sit literally at the foothills of the Sierra de la Virgen. What that means in Spanish, we might not talk about. But so essentially, this house makes this really, really cool wine called Le Brujo. And we're going to taste through the Le Brujo wines today. Calatayud, for those of you who want to kind of get a frame of reference, Madrid, center Spain. Barcelona, northeastern Spain. Draw a line, smack dab in the middle, but it's like you're a guitar player and you pull that string just a little bit. Yep, just north of that middle point, that's where Calatayud is.
This is my brother.
Yep, that makes sense, right? So, Calatayud, really, really kind of rough, kind of rugged, rustic area of wines. These guys are the original winery or bodega of Calatayud. 60 years old. They started in 1950. Manuel Castro. Yeah, let's taste some of these. Manuel Castro is the winemaker. And just doing really, really exciting juice from the grapes that they're bringing in. All estate grapes. Literally on these hills, everything's south facing, so it gets lots of sun exposure. Climate, massive diurnal shifts throughout the day. Little whistle there. So super hot days, super cold nights, and just kind of really bringing a lot of grace into all of the wines. So to start, we're going to talk about the Le Brujo Macabeo. Macabeo, one of those fantastic little Spanish varietals, also known as Viura up in Rioja, but absolutely stunning stuff. Also one of the grapes of Cava. So, Paul, what do you get on the nose of this?
It's one of those white wines that kind of smells sweet, but you know it's not going to be. So I'm kind of getting like that sweet peach.
I see what you're saying.
Lychee nut.
Good call on the lychee.
Yeah.
We don't bring enough lychee into these tastings, you know? But no, I understand what you're saying, the sweet peach, but it also, I think, has this undertone of vegetal note. You know, if I blinded this, I think I'd go to like Verdejo or, even Sauvignon Blanc kind of Verdejo blends. But the nose is just stunning. Really, really kind of fresh. Lots of that kind of nice, delicious fruit. What do you get?
Definitely that grassiness comes out on the palate for me. It almost kind of reminds me of a mixture of like Verdejo, maybe Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon blend. It's kind of got a thickness but a great acidity.
With a big pool of it, big pool over there. Lychee nuts. Like, I'm getting the lychee. I'm digging the lychee.
Good.
So this is all stainless steel. There is no oak treatment on this at all. And an absolutely beautiful wine. I think the acidity is huge.
Really,
it's
great.
It's bright. It's vivid. It's very kind of just in your face and mouth watering. I absolutely love this bottle.
Rank it.
Rank this wine. So this Macabeo right here from Le Brujo, I'm gonna go summer party. When you invite your friends over and you even go buy a slip and slide and you put that out in the yard and you're having cheese, there's hors d'oeuvres, there's people walking around, there's little kids running everywhere,
sure.
And you want something just absolutely delicious to remind you why life is beautiful. This. So I'm definitely giving this.
I thought you were gonna go like for the dumping it over your head and bathing.
I might do that. In fact, I went from 17 out of 17 to this is now 27 out of 27. Absolutely delicious, and I want to have this summer and dump it all over my head.
Perfect. In
a white T-shirt. So let's move on to the rosé here. The Le Brujo Rosado, 100% Garnacha. So let me tell you a little bit about this house. These guys, like I said, oldest winery of Calatayud, have been tending to vineyards for obviously the whole time that they've been in business. But these vineyards are literally anywhere from 20 years old to 110 plus years old. The Macabeo, all 30-year-old vines for Macabeo. Pretty sweet. Their Garnacha, which is primarily their vineyards, starts at 20 years old, and the 20-year-old, the youngest fruit that they have is where the Rosado comes from, which is great. So these vineyard sites, just to kind of give you a visual, we have these rolling hills, yeah.
I'm loving it.
So we have these rolling hills. And the south facing, but literally there's forest all throughout these hills. And then just randomly, boom, there's a patch of vineyard. So there's a couple acre spot of a vineyard. A couple acre spot over here, a couple acres over here. And they're all old bush vines, just low to the ground, beautiful, beautiful scene of rocks. So all of these vineyards, a lot of them at least, have these massive stones, stony, just massive amounts of minerality that I think plays really well into the wines, especially the white and how the rosé. Yep. So the vineyards are really cool, stony soils. Like I said, the diurnal shift, and it's just these dotted places all over the hills. It's pretty sweet. And so this is the young fruit. Paul, talk to me.
So, my first instinct right off the bat was like fresh strawberries.
Yeah.
Diced up.
Yeah.
But then I was definitely getting like a kind of that earthy, composty, like where it's grown. But then like obviously it's on the rocks. So I'm getting like wet rock, and I swear that's not just psychological.
But you're right. The fresh strawberry is there, and it leads into this beautiful minerality.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because rosé is often full of strawberry. I love Spanish rosé. I love French rosé. I love rosé. But what I think about this is that it has a lot of depth, a lot of personality, and I haven't even tasted it yet. What do you got on the palate?
Definitely bright acidity, much more than I expected to taste.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely follows that minerality. I'm not getting as much strawberry on the palate. It's definitely on the nose for me.
Yeah, but rich berries, lots of fruit, and definitely wet stone. I'm digging the wet stone call.
Wow.
But and I don't know if it's bleeding over from my palate on the Macabeo, but there is just this touch of green. This touch of this fun little vegetal note, or maybe just call it spice from the Garnacha. But it's a really, really delicious wine.
Yeah, it is.
Rosé from Calatayud. Paul, rank it.
Shoot. How about this? So, first date with a girl. You're on a budget.
Oh.
You want to impress her. A lovely pink shade of wine. Tastes delicious.
Taste. Because
Talk about the stones and the vineyard and the Calatayud, and she's just like, ooh. So I would say
Manuel Castro,
for that particular
winemaker.
situation,
Absolutely.
I would say it's
a great first date, but you don't want to blow the budget because I haven't told you what these cost. Actually, these three are all the same. These will sit on a retail shelf, $10, maybe even under $10, maybe $11.
Awesome.
A lot of wine for the dollar. Absolutely beautiful, very, very expressive. So let's speaking of $10, let's go on to the Garnacha. How many points did that get for that date night?
I was about to say that.
Okay.
96 out of 96 points.
That's a pretty good ranking.
Yeah.
All right. So Garnacha. Garnacha is what they do. Like I said, this is 100% Garnacha, also unoaked stainless steel. So same here. This actually will see 9 months in bottle before they release it to the market. But their Garnacha is one to not be messed with. Like, it is just stunning fruit. So these guys, we were at 20-year-old vineyards. This is now an average age of 50-year-old vines. That's a $10 bottle. Wow. That's exciting. Mm-hmm. And I should probably mention Le Brujo. So you're noticing this kind of, I love the labels on here. Very, very catchy. Yeah, Le Brujo. Le Brujo essentially is like a male wizard, male sorcerer, witch.
Kind of reminds me of like a wrestling name. Le Brujo, like...
Yep.
Son of Le Brujo.
Okay. So this is my brother. So... The Le Brujo, what it always makes me think of is Manuel Castro doing his magic in the vineyards, because really all these wines are just absolutely delicious. I don't know if that's what they think, but that's what I think. So what do you got on the nose on this?
Definitely getting like that Spanish brambly.
Brambly's perfect for this. Yeah.
Yeah. dark cherry,
Spicy.
blackberry, definitely spicy.
Garnacha's got that beautiful
Pepper.
spice. Yeah, pepper notes.
White pepper. To be exact.
Absolutely just voluptuous nose. Like I said, what I think, $10 for these, there's a lot of wine for your dollar here. How's the palate?
It's great. It's really great. It's racy. It's full fruit. Great minerality.
Really balanced.
Definitely the minerality is showing through all these. Like that's what I.
Absolutely.
And I guess that makes sense. I mean, stone vineyards really make it so that there's great drainage, so that the vines really have to struggle to get water.
Absolutely.
Which really brings out that earthiness and minerality from the vineyard.
This is a killer wine.
Yeah, it is.
Killer wine. So let's do the final dog here. This is the Brujo Viñas Viejas, which essentially means old vines. Again, Garnacha, but this was 50-year-old vines. We're now at 80-year-old vines on a old vine Garnacha. Pretty sweet. I believe 70 to 80-year-old vines. They make two bigger boys of Garnacha. There's a 90-year-old vineyards and then 110-year-old vines. Huge. Named some of the best Garnacha in Spain. We haven't brought too much of it into the States yet, but the call's kind of starting to get there. So we might bring in some of those 90-year-old vines or vine wines. Yeah, I need some of that. So Viñas Viejas, really exciting wine. These are all they're fresh 2009. This is the 2007 that we're drinking right now. This has seen 9 months in new American oak. So obviously, the oak smells great on this. So really, real well integrated. But it's got that vanilla spice, coconut, backed by the brambly, earthy, rich Garnacha fruit. Garnacha to me is such a lovely wine to smell. It just smells great, smells rich, it smells really, really enticing, really exciting. How's the palate?
Very similar to what you just described on the nose. Very like that vanilla spice. Definitely I'm getting the oak barrel, like fresh oak barrel out of it, which I love. But
nice texture, but gripping tannins, much more serious wine. Nice thing is, this isn't a whole lot more expensive. We're talking $15 on the retail shelf. Really, really great values here. You know what we haven't done? We didn't rank this or this. So we have kind of the unoaked version here on the Garnacha. We have the oaked version on the Viñas Viejas. Both delicious old vine Garnacha fruits, so we're getting a lot of expression. Paul, rank these together.
As one?
As one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give them slightly different classifications. Both, I feel like, would go really well with food because of great acidity and great fruit. So I would say the difference is that the first one is kind of that everyday drinker.
Absolutely.
And with your tapas or with your Spanish olives. And the second one would be more of that, it's definitely more of a serious wine, so more complex foods. Maybe bring it to a restaurant or, for party guests.
You know what I'm going to add to that real quick?
Yes.
I'm giving both these kind of that 50 out of 50 points for brighten up your day. You've kind of had a glum day and you need a bottle of wine. You're just like, oh, I need a drink. But you love wine. You love something juicy. You love something kind of just really fun, refreshing. Eat this with food, eat this with friends, drink this, with any of it. However, this is absolutely delicious. It makes you feel good. The smell of Garnacha kind of lifts the soul, and the flavor of it is really, really just happy. So that's what we have today. Le Brujo, Bodegas Virgen de la Sierra from Calatayud, Spain. Absolutely delicious wines of unbelievable value, and I hope you can find these and love to enjoy them. Cheers.
Indeed.